I'm still sweating. It was a typical postseason college baseball game at this time of the year. You know, you get a lead, they keep fighting back. You kind of expected that they would. You know, they're a good team. They're here for a reason, and you know, we kind of changed the momentum. You know, back and forth. You know, throughout the course of the game. You know, we had control of the game for quite a while, and then you know, we made a couple mistakes, but we were able to overcome those. And you know, ultimately, this just comes down to these players. There wasn't anything that we did special as coaches. They just rose to the occasion, and they seized the opportunity. They stuck together. They played for each other, and that's what I asked them to do at the beginning of this deal. And you know, we're really excited to be the West Region champion. But more than that, I'm really excited and proud of the men that they are becoming, how they handle themselves, the class that they play with, the way they mature and they've grown in our program. And I'm just excited for. I'm just excited. I'm just excited for them.
Let's now open it up for questions for Coach Junior and student athletes, please,
Coach, everybody plays to go to the College World Series. What's it mean, and what's it feel like when that moment finally arrived?
Oh, I haven't wrapped my mind around it yet, honestly. You know, shoot, right now I'm thinking about my wife at home who couldn't be here because she's pregnant with twins and about to pop at any minute. And you know, honestly, I'm just thinking about her and how much she means to me and how much she's a part of this. She's the best teammate I've ever had. You know, I know that she wishes she could be here, and these guys all, you know my family. I mean, baseball is about families. You know, it's about you know, Little League, and it's what we all dream about doing from Little League on. And I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that question very well. I think that's the best answer I can give you. But I mean, it's a dream. It's a dream come true for me as a coach. And to have this opportunity is a credit to these players, and I'm thankful for them because they did it.
That's a pretty good explanation. Jack, these guys have pitched so well coming into this game today. How much did you feel on your shoulders, and what did you want to do when you went out there?
You know, it's always one pitch at a time, and that's all the coaches really do a good job of reminding us of that. And you know, I can only control so much. I can go out there and do my best. I'm doing it for these guys. This senior year, 14th year senior. Like I'm doing it for all my teammates. Yeah, I'm still in shock too. It was just fun to go out there and compete versus a really good team, and very, very happy we ended up on top.
Did you still feel good? I'm sorry. Did you still feel good when he came out to get you? Did you feel like you could have gone a bit more?
I mean, yeah, but that's not my decision. I agree with bringing in. I mean, shoot, the guy threw like a no-hitter basically. So you can't go wrong with that. I'm not going to be mad with him coming in the game behind me. You know, they gave us everything. Adrian and Troy gave us everything they had today. I couldn't be happier for them and the effort they put in for the 5 years, and it's great to see them come in and do that for us.
Adrian, did you feel like you had much left, or what did you feel like when you went out there? Is it all adrenaline?
Yeah, going out there initially, I felt great, and I thought I had everything, and I think as it kept going, you started to feel the fatigue just a little bit, but I went out there and gave it everything I had. When I got pulled, I was on empty. That was all I had in me.
For Brandon, that gave you guys a little bit of breathing room, obviously, and then it turned out you really needed those runs. What was going through your mind as you go into that at bat, and then as you're circling the bases?
Same thing every time. Just go up there, try to get a pitch over the plate, and just hit it as hard as I can. Pretty much swing big whenever I can, and I accidentally ran into one.
That's not true.
Did you know that was gone?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I knew so. Yeah.
Did you realize the magnitude of what that meant?
Not at the time because I always feel comfortable with these guys on the mound, but I mean, obviously it was a big deal.
Troy, you get to the ninth and you've got 4 runs to play with. You had a couple extras, but how did you feel the way that inning was unfolding?
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but I mean, this whole journey
hasn't been pretty this whole year, but I'm just really happy that we got it done. I'm trying to control my emotions right now. Yeah, I'm really proud of the way that everyone played today. Adrian gave us all he had. Jack was incredible. These guys, I'm just really happy with the team effort.
What goes through your mind when you see that final fly ball coming in?
Man, it's just we did it. That's all I kept thinking, is that we did it. I mean, we've been here this is the third time we've been here now, and we've come up short the other 2 times, and we just finally got over that hump.
For Jack, early in the game, when you saw a bunt sign come down, what were you thinking?
Bunt sign? I mean, I was going to do whatever I had to do. I saw the bunt.
Because I heard a couple people in the stands going, what the heck is that?
I mean, this game's all about whatever I have to do, and that was my job at the time, so I would have done it. Got that done.
And then you come through with a liner, and that kind of got things going.
Yep.
Did you think that was going to be caught? It looked like it.
Yeah. Actually, he was running in. I was like, "What is he doing?" I don't think that ball's that short and went over.
And then anybody in general, what's this mean to you guys to be going to the College World Series?
For me, I'm just kind of thinking about all the alumni that I've played with in my 5 years. I mean, we've played with some really special people, and I'm thinking how lucky we are to be a part of this journey and how much they've taught us and how much it means to them. I know that too.
I think for me as a coach, what it means to me is that you got good players, and that you have players who are bought into what you're trying to teach and what you want them to do. And we play a certain way, and as a coach, it's really rewarding to watch them take all the things that you throw at them, and they get a lot thrown at them as student athletes. You know, they wake up every morning, almost every morning at 6 a.m. They go to school, they go to weights. They put in a lot of hours. They balance a lot of schedules. And these guys go to a very good academic school where their demands on them academically are high as well. And, you know, for me, knowing the type of men that they're going to become and that this is part of that journey is really awesome as a coach. And it's like, you know, you can spend your life, you know, for me, I think, you know, having my background in baseball, you know, I spent a lot of my life chasing my own dream. But I don't know if I could think of anything better than watching their dreams be fulfilled and getting to be a part of that.
Coach, at some point in the season, did you feel like, or even before the season, did you feel like you had a special team on your hands this year? Was there something different about this team?
You know, this group has always been good. They've always been talented. This is as Troy mentioned, this was our 3rd time in the last 4 years in this game. And, you know, sometimes it's just your turn. I don't know how else to say it. Sometimes it's just your turn. And, you know, we know I am. It's very humbling to be in this situation and to have this opportunity because, you know, you can't take it for granted. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we work really hard as coaches and the players work really hard, and you spend a lot of time building that camaraderie and that trust and that culture. But you still got to have things go your way. You still got to have, you know, guys go out and throw no-hitters almost and things like that. And it's just, it's really rewarding. And to, I guess, directly answer your question, I knew they were special, but going to the College World Series doesn't make them special. They're men, and they're who they are, and they're champion. They were champions in my mind as men long before this happened.
Brandon, your 3rd time in this tournament, all tournament team, all 3 times, bookended this last one with 2 gigantic home runs. What about this tournament brings out the best in you?
I don't know. It makes me, I guess I focus more during these things. I just try to slow down. Slow down and just make sure every single pitch I'm locked in. And maybe that's my issue throughout the regular season. But I don't know. I think that may be it. I don't know. I just try to go out there and just leave it all on the field in these games. I mean, if you don't, then your season can end just like that.
Jack, I want you to talk about your back half. Incredible finish this season. Obviously, you had a great year in general, but since you moved into that leadoff spot, that lineup is largely solidified now behind you. Talk about how your role changed and just your final season as a Triton.
Yeah, in the leadoff spot, I feel pretty comfortable. I mean, I work the count, get on base, and once I get on base, I know the guys behind me will bring me in, and it's just been an awesome year, senior year. Can't even explain it. It's awesome. And coming into this tournament, I mean, I was like, well, I don't think we're going to lose this game. Lose this. I just had this weird feeling, and it actually happened. It's an awesome feeling.
And Jack, as a four-year starter, I want you to talk about these pitchers, this tournament in specific. Sitting out there in right field, what did it feel like watching, see Troy and Adrian work the way they did those first 2 nights, and Goody last night, and Jack today, etc.
Yeah, it was so fun being out there. They were just carving every hitter up. Me and Breno were laughing and talking the whole time, and especially Adrian's game when he had that no-hitter going. I couldn't, every single pitch, I was just on my toes, just like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening. But yeah, they pitched their tails off all weekend, and it was fun to watch.
Last night, Troy, I had to bring this up. You may not remember, a year ago, you guaranteed me that you would win this tournament. How fitting that you had the ball at the end and with the bottom of the dial pile. Just talk once more about how amazing it feels. You wanted that last dial pile, you got one more to get. But.
Right. I do remember telling you that. I just had this weird feeling at the time and throughout the whole year. I told Adrian, like halfway through the season too, it was a random like Tuesday or Wednesday. I get to the field for practice and I said, I had the dream. And he's like, what? And I said, I had the dream. We did it. We were in the regional. We dogpiled in the regional. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, just watch. I had the dream, and these things come true. My dreams come true. That's exactly what happened.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.